So you guys, we finally went ahead and wrapped up the series. Would I repurchase these palettes if I were to lose them? But y'all, I promised you one thing and I'm here to deliver. This video is going to be the full series, so every single episode that I did, it's going to be in this one video, so that way you can like binge watch it or whatever you want to go back and watch the series. But you guys, grab a snack, grab a drink, get comfortable. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a long one. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. So, of course, you guys, we're back in this position. Who knew? Because I definitely did know. Okay? Am I filming this video today because I love this eye look? Yes, I'm obsessed with this eye look today. I'm not just obsessed with the makeup look in general. So I was like, you know what? Today's a good day to film, even though I was not planning on filming. Here we are. But you guys, for reals, okay? So if I were to lose these palettes, would I repurchase them? And I'm going to be seriously honest with you guys, okay? I am not going to be biased. I'm just going to be honest. You guys know I love all my eyeshadows, but you guys, here's a big but. I used all my eyeshadow palettes that I needed to use to get my final thoughts on before my declutter, so now I can finally film that. And you guys, even though I love the palettes, or I thought I loved the palettes, if I were to lose them, would I really repurchase them though? Okay. These are all random, by the way. Legit random. Some of them, there's multiple brands in here of the same brand. Multiple palettes of the same brand. I kid you not, just random, okay? Literally spread out all my palettes and just chose. Like, you know, close my eyes and chose. Because that's how we do it here, okay? So, yeah. But, you guys, we're going to start with the Ofra Symphony palette. So, if I were to hypothetically lose these, just somehow in a fire or something, that's like really bad to say. Would I repurchase this one? Okay. So, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna be seriously honest with you guys on this series. I hope you like this series because I'm like really excited to film this. I'm gonna be honest, you guys, you might be surprised, but I don't think I would actually repurchase this. Now, without saying that, like, you know what I mean? I do love this palette. Don't get me wrong. I would not declutter it, okay? But if I were to lose it, would I repurchase it? No. Due to the fact that, one, I don't need to repurchase this palette. I have multiple color stories of this, and Ofra is a little expensive, so I don't know. Like, I really love the palette itself. Let me scoochie. I have like a different setup, so I'm kind of like don't know where to go right now. But besides the point, I am so happy when we're moving next year, by the way, you guys, because let me tell you, it will be a lot better. Be a lot better for me, it'll be a lot better for you. But hey, we're working with what we got, okay? But yeah, this eyeshadow palette, I just wouldn't repurchase it itself. I don't know why, just something about it, I just don't think I would spend my money on. Now, I do want to get an Ofra palette, don't get me wrong, another one. But all the color stories that I did like are discontinued, and I think it's not going to be worth it. Would I ever declutter this palette? No. Would I miss it? Yeah, probably. But would I repurchase it? No, I wouldn't. I'm sorry. Hate to say it, but you guys, honest opinions here, okay? Okay, next palette is the Cinnamon Swirl palette from Too Faced. And this is what she looks like. Very, very beautiful palette. She still smells good. She's still very workable. I have been into neutrals lately, even though this is not a neutral look. This is more of a sunset, sunrise look. And I've been getting into those also. Oh my gosh. Like, you know, I love my greens. But you guys, something about these colors I have been into lately. Maybe it's the fall spirit. I don't know. But also, I've been getting into neutrals. Wow, what's happening with your girl over here? I'm going to be honest. No, I would not repurchase it. If I were to lose this, no, I wouldn't repurchase it. I wouldn't miss it because it was like one of my first high-end palettes. And I really do love the palette. But it's too neutral, for one. I know I just said I'm into neutrals. But I do have more neutral, like, I have neutral palettes in my collection I probably repurchase other than this one. I don't need a billion palettes. I would definitely miss it though, because like this is kind of sentimental, but it's not too sentimental to repurchase the palette itself. Plus you can't even get the palette anymore, or I don't think you can get this one. Maybe you can, but I don't know for sure. But with these palettes, like this Too Faced one, you could probably find at Marshall's or at TJ Maxx. But if I lost it, would I repurchase it? Unfortunately, no. As much as I love this palette, you guys, it's sentimental. I just don't need it. You know, I don't need to repurchase it. So yes. Okay, you guys. Next is the Subculture palette from ABH. I'll straight up tell you guys. So I decluttered this palette like 2-3 years ago. And I regretted it. Like, let me tell you, I regretted it so much. My friend gifted me this palette like about a month ago, and I'm so happy. I would actually repurchase this. I know, that's like shocking, but this is one of my favorite palettes. Like, this was, I think, my third palette, like, that was in the ranking, that was, you know, number 3 of how much I loved it. I would repurchase it. You can't get it on her website anymore, but you can always find it at Marshall's. Like, I found my original one at Marshall's. So it's like, you know, only $20-some, so that, like, I can justify to pay for that. Now, if it was the full price, that would be a different story. It's a maybe, though. It is a maybe on the full price. But for half the price, yes, I repurchased this palette. Love it so much. I missed it. I really did regret it. I did, like, declutter regrets video like a while ago, and this was one of the palettes, and I said that I literally miss it so much and I don't like myself for decluttering it. But hey, here we are, we got it back, and I've used it actually quite a bit, and it does not disappoint. This is the good formula. So yeah, I would definitely repurchase this. I know, and it's kind of expensive, but you guys, this one is so good. I would definitely miss it. I would be like, you know what, you gotta come back in my collection. Okay. So if I were to lose this, your girl's getting it back in our collection, okay? Okay, the next one, you guys, is, like I said, these are all just, like, random palettes, and they're not even ordered by brand either, I think. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But it's the Natural Nudes Born This Way Too Faced palette. I have a lot of Too Faced in here, I guess. Okay, you guys, you know I love this palette, okay? It is a neutral palette, but it's one of my favorite neutral palettes in my collection. I did actually get this at Marshall's. I think you can only get it at Marshall's, though. I don't know for sure if you can find it. I looked on the website, and I was not seeing this, but I could have swore someone bought it on the website, like, a month ago. I could have swore, but hey, maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. But, okay, you guys. I said I was going to be honest with myself, okay? But would I repurchase it? It's neutral. It's just, like, what's getting to me is it's just so neutral, and I love color, but I have been into neutrals, and I love the formula of this, and I actually use it quite often. And I did get it from Marshall's for, like, $20, so, like, that's not bad either. But if I were to lose it, would I repurchase it? That's the real question here. And as I said, I need to be honest with myself. You guys, this is like a 50-50, actually. Like, I right now, I can't make up my mind. Like, I don't know. I really don't know. I can't decide right now. It's a 50-50 on this one, because I really do love the palette. And knowing I love the palette, that's what's kind of getting me to repurchase it, is because the formula is so good, and I love it. But the only part why I wouldn't repurchase it is because it's just so neutral. Okay, you guys, this is a 50-50 on this. I really can't decide. So, yes. Okay, you guys, the next palette actually is what's on my eyes today. Well, not just this palette. I used like 5 palettes because, as I said, I wanted to try some palettes before my declutter, get my final thoughts on them, and I finally did. So, yippee skippy. But this is the Ace Beauté Serenity palette. And you guys know how I raved about this palette and how much I loved it. And would I repurchase it? No. Nope. It's a beautiful color story. I got this for Christmas by my parents, which I'm so grateful for. And I do like the formula, but I'm gonna straight up tell you guys. So, you know, I kind of kept it for this orange, and this orange is on my eyes, and you guys see it's not impactful as it was before. So I don't know. This is older, though. This is like 3 years old. 3.5 almost, going on 4 years old. So it is a little bit on the older side, so that's kind of like understandable, to be honest. Powder usually stays good for a long time. So even though there's an expiration date on the palettes, like 12 months, 24 months, you can add that like 3-5 years probably. I'm not saying to do that, okay? I'm not a professional when it comes to like health wise and stuff on makeup, but in my own experience, powder lasts way longer than it says on the shelf life. But this one, it's kind of disappointed, you guys. I really was. The mattes are still nice. I did use this matte, really nice, very blendable. It's just the shimmer is why I kept it, and to be honest, the shimmer it's lacking. It really is lacking, so I would not repurchase this, unfortunately. I do want to get another palette from Ace Beauté, but they like have been like rebranding for like the past 2 years with nothing, so I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe I should check up on them and see how they're doing, because I always like saying like a lot of my palette videos that I don't know what's going up with this brand, and so maybe I should check on them, you know. Maybe I should do that, you know, get the real answer instead of telling you guys all the time I don't know. But no, would not repurchase it. I'm just really disappointed in that, because it was impactful at one point, but I think it's because the palette's older, so I can't like, you know, be too mad at the palette, okay? It is what it is. It happens. But yeah. And as I said, my declutter is literally right around the corner. I'm probably gonna film it next week, to be honest, you guys, because today's November 1st. While filming this, I will try to actually just get it up on November 1st, which is a Saturday. I want you guys to have a nice Saturday video or Sunday video. Don't know which one yet. But as I have said in the previous video, my makeup videos are going to be very limited to editing, so I will not really edit much videos of, like, I won't edit too much of my makeup videos. I will edit out, like, stupid things I say, or if I have to, like, be right back for something. I will edit that stuff out, but otherwise it's going to be very minimalist, because I am currently juggling 2 contents, makeup and then nails. And nails is my primary right now, because that is what is going to make me income. So that is kind of more important than my makeup, but I'm not going to quit my makeup. Don't worry, you guys. Also, this is random, but the saddest news I heard yesterday. So you guys know I love Angelica Negavist, and she has decided that she's not going to go full-time starting next year for YouTube. As of right now, she said that could change, but most likely not. And it's so sad, because YouTube has been such a freaking crap hole to everybody here, okay? Not me personally, because actually YouTube has been on my side, which I'm thankful. But with creators like her and Ali Dawson and just many others, apparently if you use ad blockers, that doesn't even count as a view anymore. It used to count as a view, but it wouldn't count towards monetization or your income. But it doesn't count as a view anymore. And that's just really sad, you know? People have been working so hard, and it's just all like the big content creators like Mr. Beast, Dream, you know, all of those big content creators that are getting all the views and all the attention. And it really is sad, you know, but it is what it is. I hope YouTube fixes it next year, please. But it was so sad to hear her announce that, okay? But as I said, nails is primary, makeup is secondary, but I'm not quitting my makeup, okay? I'm going to most likely get monetized on makeup, like, I'm hopefully next month. Crossing my fingers next month. So I will have like a little bit of income there, but nails is more of like a higher income. So yeah. But just want to let you all know. Nobody cares, but you know, all my fans and my supporters do care, so I just wanted to let you guys know. Okay, you guys, moving on. We got the In the Limelight palette. You guys, I'm going to repurchase this. No doubt about it. If I lose this palette, it's repurchased. For sure. You guys know I love this palette. Unfortunately, you can't get it on the ColourPop website, but you can always find it somewhere else. Like, someone's just selling it on something, okay? Who knows what it's going to be. But it's on something to be sold about, okay? But I would repurchase it because, one, it's pretty affordable. ColourPop's pretty affordable. So yeah, and this is one of my favorites. Unfortunately, ColourPop discontinued it, and this was probably one of the best ColourPop formulas that they have ever came out with. I kid you not. Now, I do want that Shrek palette, and as I said, that stupid Shrek palette wasn't at Ulta when I went, and I'm not waiting 3 weeks just for my ColourPop thing to ship. Just to ship, not like actually come here, to ship. And then we gotta wait like another week for it to actually come, and I have to pay for shipping, and I'm not gonna pay $7 of shipping if it's not even gonna ship in the next 3 weeks. Heck no, that is not what I'm doing. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. Okay? So it's pretty affordable. I would definitely repurchase this. You guys know I would. Okay? So yes. Oh, next palette, you guys. Like I said, this was random, okay? But hey, we got some good palettes in this, okay? And this next one is the Paradise Cove palette from Gourmande Girls and Ladybug Glow. And hell yes, I'm going to repurchase this. Hell yeah. You guys know I love this palette so much. I have 3 pans in this palette already. I use this palette actually so much. Too much, to be honest. I don't give love to other palettes. So I kind of took a break with this palette. But don't get me wrong. I still, like, go into this. But, yes, you guys know I would repurchase her. Gourmande Girls, Ladybug Glow, 2 amazing brands. And even the owners are just so nice. Oh my goodness, Christina and then Amanda, they are the best. They are the best of the best, okay? So yes, I would, you already know I would purchase this, okay? Okay, you guys, next palette. It's, you guys, I can't believe I'm gonna say this. Okay, so the Natasha Denona Retro palette. You guys know this has very sentimental value to me. Never get rid of this palette. Even when it gets old, it will be in a memories box. I do have actually 1 palette in my memory box. Just only 1 so far. It's the first palette I ever bought on my makeup journey. It's like a Rimmel London palette. Something. I don't remember. Magnifying something eyes. So yeah, that's in my makeup memory box. That's like 6 years old at least. At least 6 years old. Okay, you guys. You know this has very sentimental value to me. Would I repurchase it though? Okay, so Natasha Denona is a little bit on the expensive side. I will tell you that. Okay, you guys. Okay, looking at it and the memories I have with this palette, I would repurchase it. Oh, man. I don't really want to spend that money, but you guys, it's just... If I didn't have a sentimental, and I mean like legit a sentimental reason, you guys already know this was, if you know the story, you know. If it wasn't because of that story, I wouldn't repurchase it, but because of that story, I would repurchase it. Beautiful palette. I don't use it as much. It's kind of like in my palettes to be like used more, even though I did use it before my declutter that I'm going to be filming to get my final thoughts on it. It just... Yeah, because of that reason, I would repurchase it. Okay, you guys. Like I said, just random palettes here. Next, we have the Solmon 2 palette from Odin's Eye. I actually used this palette also on my eyes today. This is what she looks like. Would I repurchase it, though? So, actually, you guys, I told you that the formula is a little off. Like, but you guys. I can't believe I'm saying this. I used this orange today. It's actually splendid. It's splendid. It worked so well. Very blendable. I was like, what the heck? I thought this was outdated. No. Maybe some shades aren't the best anymore. They're still good, but not the best. But this one, holy crap, I loved. So now I finally got my final thoughts on this palette. I actually was going to get rid of it, but now I'm not because I actually really do love it. But would I repurchase it, though? That's the real question here. This is also a 50-50. I can't make up my mind right now. It could be a yes tomorrow. It could be a no the next day. I don't know for sure. As of right now, I really do like it. But would I repurchase it? 50-50 on that. But you guys, I'm really happy I've been using palettes that I wasn't so sure about. Because now I finally have my final thoughts. And you guys, I love this palette again. I don't know. I think the only shade... It's more of the shimmers that aren't the best. They're like more on like hard press. Yeah. Are they hard pressed though? By the way, these are what they look like. They're not too hard pressed, but I don't, hello. They're not as like impactful as they were before. Maybe they could work. I don't know. Maybe it's the shimmers that aren't the best anymore, but that matte, holy crap, that matte, oh, I'm in love with. And as I said, I've been like really into sunrise / sunset looks lately. So would I repurchase it though? It's a 50-50 right now due to the fact that I literally cannot make up my mind right now. Okay, you guys, we actually have another, yes. We have another Odin's Eye palette, and it's the Hella palette from Odin's Eye, of course, I just said. It's in collaboration with ALENABEAUTYLIFE, and actually, you guys, this palette is back in stock after being discontinued for like 3 years, but it is limited time only, and it's in a mystery bundle, so you can't purchase it on its own. But you guys, this was my first indie brand and my first Odin's Eye palette. And as you guys know, I already talked about ALENABEAUTYLIFE. Love her so much. So of course I got this palette. The thing is, would I repurchase it though? If I lost this palette for some odd reason, would I? And I have to think about money also, because is it worth the money? If there was no money, I would repurchase mostly all of these palettes, but because money is a factor in life, and it is what it is, gotta think about that too. You guys, I don't know on this one either. I'm leaning towards more of a yes, I would repurchase it, but there's like a 30% I would not purchase it. So 70 says yes, 30 says no, so I guess yes, but as of right now, it's a yes. As of right now, it's a yes, but like 30% is kind of like, do you really need it? I don't know. Maybe I do. I do need this, okay? Yeah, we'll repurchase it. We'll repurchase it, okay? Ooh, next palette is also another actually collaboration with like ALENABEAUTYLIFE. It is the Club Nebula, and this is from Kaleidos. Yes, I would repurchase this one. I'm straight up, I love this palette. I love a jewel tone palette. You guys know I do already. You guys know if I were to ever collab with any brand, eyeshadow palette wise, color story would be a jewel tone color story, or like a really grungy green color story. Yes, I would repurchase it. It's expensive, really expensive. You can't get it anymore, but like I said, any palette I ever say that is not available, it's not available on the brand's website or Ulta or Sephora, but it's always available because someone is like selling it somewhere, okay? But yes, I did use this the other day, loved it. Would repurchase it for sure, no doubt about that. Okay, don't get you guys. It is, and it's expensive, okay, but it's worth it for me at least. Okay, you guys. Next is the Tri palette from Juvia's Place. Okay, it's okay. And this is what she looks like. Very beautiful. Juvia's Place is actually pretty affordable, and I really do love the palette, and I wanted the palette for so long. Like I said, you can't get this palette anymore, but would I repurchase it? You know what, you guys? I would. I would. Your silly little girl would actually repurchase this. Why? I don't know, because I just like it. It's affordable, okay? Yeah, I'd repurchase it. Hate to say it. I know it's like probably a waste because I have so many palettes with the kind of color story and really nice formula, but nah, dog. We're gonna repurchase it, okay? End of discussion. Okay, you guys, next is the Glam Like Cake palette. Now, you guys know my shimmers are extremely hard pressed. They're not there anymore. Mattes are still nice, that's why I've kept the palette. But would I repurchase it? No. Absolutely not. This was an impulse buy, actually. I bought it so like 3-4 years ago, I was going through like a really hard time. And I was just like, buying makeup for no reason, even though I knew I didn't need it. This was one of them. I have decluttered this a couple times, but then brought it back because I was like, no, I kind of wanted to use it a little bit more, but I would not repurchase it if I were to lose this. No, it's a no for me. Now, if the shimmers were nice and, you know, they were workable, actually still no. No, I don't need this palette. Nah. I will tell you though, the mattes, they freaking stain, and I don't like staining. Okay, I hate staining. So that's another factor why I wouldn't repurchase it. But It's a beautiful palette, don't get me wrong. And will I declutter this? I will probably declutter it in the future again. But I'm not going to repurchase this. I'm sorry. I love Glamlight. I do have 2 other palettes that I got from Glamlight by a friend. And those are really, really good. But this one just, no. Don't need to repurchase it. Glamlight's pretty affordable though. But don't need it. Okay, you guys. Next we have the ABH Norvina a volume 3 palette. You can always find this at Marshall's or TJ Maxx for like half off. So like 20 some dollars. Okay. Oh my goodness. Would I repurchase this though if I lost it? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't repurchase it. But would I though? Because there are really nice neon shades. And I don't really actually have a lot of neon shades in my collection, surprisingly. Okay. So here's the thing. If I were to repurchase it for a full price, no. But if it was like 20, like literally just 20 bucks, that's most likely a yes. It's like a 70 yes, a 30% no, again. Looking at it now, yes, but that could change tomorrow. So who knows? But you guys, the last palette for this little mini series, like not the last palette, but for episode 1, it's gonna be the Nomad Keys and Beachy palette. I can't believe this was actually in the first episode of this mini series, because this is literally like the inspiration for this video. I can't believe you guys are gonna be like, why the heck or what? I would not repurchase this palette. As much as I love this palette, I was gifted this palette though from Nomad, not NPR, but I won like the guessing game last year. But I wouldn't repurchase it. I'm sorry. I love the palette. I have a pan in this shade right here, almost in this shade actually, and I love Nomad. Don't get me wrong; they are my favorite brand in the whole entire world. But I just nah. Now they are affordable. This is like $49, I think, or like $52, something like that. But I don't think I would repurchase it. I'm sorry. As much as I love this palette, nah. I do love the palette though. I'd always keep this palette no matter what. But would I repurchase it? Unfortunately, no. But you guys, that is so y'all seem to enjoy episode 1. So we're going to go ahead and continue with the series. I'm really excited with these series. Now, I will straight up tell you, this was not my idea. This has been floating around like YouTube for a bit, but I decided to do it now. But okay, without further ado, we have the Sigma Enchanted mini palette. Now, would I repurchase this if I were to lose it in any way? So mine broke, okay, you guys. I dropped it and it's just completely shattered right here. I've tried repressing it. It just will not repress for the life of me. Like, trust me, I've repressed shadows already and I've done a pretty good job, but this one it just will not repress and it's getting super annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Now, besides that, would I repurchase it? No, because I kind of want to get the full palette, the full Enchanted palette. That I would get instead of this mini one. Don't get me wrong, I really love the formula of this and I like the color story, but I don't know, I feel like if I'm gonna have to repurchase one, I'd rather just repurchase the full palette, not the mini. Not saying anything bad about the mini, this sheet is just so annoying. So would I repurchase this palette specifically? No, but the full one, yes. Okay. Next we have the mini Natasha Denona Starlit palette. I almost said Starlight. So I've been watching The Boys, okay? Like, I've been watching it, like, non-stop. Probably not healthy, but it's, like, such a good show. I know, like, you know, some people don't like it because it's, like, you know, it has its moments. It has its parts. I would definitely tell you that, but I almost said Starlight because I've been watching that. Whew. This is the mini Starlit palette. And would I repurchase this if I were... Give me a moment. Sorry. Y'all, it's like super, super cold today. It's supposed to snow tomorrow. So excited. So I got like 8 billion layers on right now. Do we turn on the heat yet? No. No, it's got to be 20 till we turn on the heat. At least in the room. The kitchen, we did turn on the heat. Because it gets like extremely cold. But would I repurchase? Like, I really love this palette. Don't get me wrong. It's a really nice palette. And actually, it's like a really nice bridal palette as well. And, you know, it only has 5 shades. But let me tell you, you can actually make like 2 to 3 looks if you really, really want to. Looking at it now, I don't know. And remember, I have to justify the price also when doing this, because that's kind of part of repurchasing things is the price as well. You got to think about the price. This was like $27. Yes, $27 if I remember correctly. I can't really justify. I had a gift card though, so I didn't straight up like spend my $27. I had a gift card, so that's why I bought it. But if I were to spend my own $27, probably not. It's a really nice palette though. That's the thing. If you hear background noise, by the way, my husband's home cooking, so don't mind that. Dang it, you guys. I'm like kind of stuck on this one. This would be a 50-50. I had 50-50s in the last video, so I might as well just continue that. This would be a 50-50. As of right now, it's like a yes, maybe? Yeah, 50-50 on that. Really can't decide. Next, you guys, we have the Olive palette from Ciate London. Now, this is like a newer palette you haven't seen in my collection yet, because I originally had it 3 years ago. It broke and I just wasn't able to repress it yet, and I sucked at repressing, but now your girl's a professional represser. Was able to repress the shade, clean her up, and now I was able to use it the other day, and I actually really like the palette. Really, really like it. The formula, really nice. I've tried some Ciate London palettes in the past. I do have another one. It's the Velvet palette. I did try the I'm a Woman, What's Your Superpower? That one I didn't get along with, so I went ahead and decluttered that like a long time ago. But this one I actually like. I actually like. Now, would I repurchase it though? Now, Ciate London, it's affordable overall, I would say. I think it's is it a UK brand? I don't remember. I think I'm thinking of Catrice as a UK brand. I don't know. My brain is like, whew, going everywhere today. But would I repurchase it? I don't know. It's like, it kind of actually reminds me of the Huda Beauty, like khaki haze with like a mixture of the Jaguar palettes. Like, it's not quite one of those, but if you were to like mix it and put it in one palette, it's kind of reminds me of that. I really did like the formula. You know what? You're going to be surprised, but I'm going to have to say I would repurchase this if I were to lose it. I'm surprising myself with saying that, but I actually really do love this palette. So, yes, yes, yes. Okay, you guys. The next one is the High Tide palette from ColourPop. You all know I love this palette. So, also, I already did my declutter. So, if you do see any palettes in here that are from, like, my declutter video, it's because I already like did the series before my declutter, so I kind of just brought palettes from the declutter into this video. Except for the ones that I've already packed for my friends. So there is like less palettes, I guess, than I said before, but it's alright. It's okay. Would I repurchase this? You bet I'm gonna repurchase this. You guys, I love this palette so much. Actually, you can't even repurchase it in the beginning. To start with, because it's discontinued. She has been discontinued actually for a little bit. So sad, because it's such a nice palette. But hey, you can always find, if I ever say it's discontinued, just know you can still find it anywhere. Poshmark, Depop, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, the black market, because you guys, times are tough. People will be doing what they need to do at this point. So yeah, or you can always shop your stash with the colors if you like the colors. I don't ever do these videos most of the time. I don't do palette videos or really like makeup videos in general for you to purchase things. I am more of inspiration. If you do purchase, that is perfectly fine. Like, you know, I don't really care. I won't know because you don't tell me, and I don't want to know, you know? You do what you got to do. But it's more of inspiration. Just want to let you all know. But if this was still available, you bet I would be repurchasing it. This was my first like actual colorful palette I ever got in my collection. So it has like kind of sentimental memories to it too, but the formula is really nice. The ColourPop has recently been a hit or miss. I still want that Shrek palette. Do I have it? No, I don't have it yet. Oh, man, I need to like bite the bullet and get it, okay? Because I've heard so many good things about it. But this would definitely be a repurchase for sure. You guys, next is another ColourPop palette. Now, I'll tell you, these aren't in order by brand at all. I just, you know, kind of sporadically did it. Also, I chose randomly, like literally randomly, so that way, you know, I'm not biased or anything. But this is the Child palette from ColourPop. Now, y'all know I've had a fit with this palette for some time now. But I will tell you, I did use it recently. Now, these two shades came in broken when I received it. Your girl has bad anxiety, so she didn't reach out to ColourPop. Should've. I should've. But I was able to repress them. Not the greatest repressing, I will say. But it is what it is. I did use this quad though over here. Magnificent. Oh my gosh. It was everything I wanted it to be, because I really didn't use this palette after I got it because it was broken and I just didn't really like have the motivation to use it, I guess. But I did use it the other day and I really love it. Now, would your girl repurchase it if she lost it? I would. I would, because I am a very big Star Wars fan. I love the Mandalorian series. I love Grogu. Grogu is just so cute. Like, look at how cute he is. So would I repurchase the palette due to the packaging? Probably. Yes. The color story is really nice, though. I will tell you. Color story is really nice. We have, like, a green quad and then, like, the neutrals, which, you know, neutrals are just neutrals for me. But for the packaging, yeah. Okay, we're just moving on. Okay, you guys, next is the Melt Earth palette. It's the Bad Zodiac collection. There was fire, earth, water, and air. I'm an Aries, so I'm fire, but I don't really like reds on me. But as you see, we have like a sunrise, sunset look. Been getting to those lately. You know I love my greens and grungies, but this I've been getting into. Don't know why, just preferences have changed. Happens to the best of us. This one spoke out to me the most. I did have a gift card, so I went ahead and purchased it. And I know some people didn't like the collection. I'm going to be honest, this was my first Melt palette, and it was magnificent. I really did like the formula. I was like, dang. Now, I know some palettes are hit or misses from Melt. I do have 2 more palettes, the Gemini 1 and Gemini 2 palettes, and those are actually really nice formula as well. Haven't tried any Melt palettes that haven't been good, but I don't really purchase from Melt too often. They are an indie brand, but they're a little expensive. So, but what I would purchase if I were to lose this palette, you guys, I would have to say, you know what? I'd have to say yes. I think I would say yes. That's like, oh man, like I can't justify the price. But this palette, oh my goodness, it's everything. You guys know I love a good grungy tone color story. Kind of reminds me, actually, the Heather Austin and Deb Cosmetics palette. Like these mattes right here. Literally, I went ahead and did a comparison, and they were about the same. Not quite a dupe, I guess, but they were pretty close. But I still repurchase it. I just can't, you know. The color story, the formula, it's everything. Yes. So we have, I would repurchase the Bad Side Earth palette from Melt Cosmetics. Next, we have a indie brand that is actually no longer an indie brand. It is called the Item Beauty in My Element palette. Unfortunately, Item Beauty has slowed down. Oh my goodness. You guys, my palette, it just shattered. Do you guys see that right there? Like, I am, ooh, nope, not today. So we're just gonna have to slowly show you it. I've tried repressing this shade. It just will not repress either. It has broke on me 8 billion times. I'm just getting irritated. Would I repurchase it if I were to lose it? No, not repurchase it. I'm sorry. I do love the palette, don't get me wrong. I did bring it back in my collection, but this shimmer, oh man, that's so frustrating. I do like the color story at a certain point, But would it be worth it to repurchase it? No. Shimmers, is where it's at with the palette. The mattes are okay, but I don't need the palette. No. Dang. Well, now I'm gonna have to take some time to repress it, or I'm just gonna dig it out at this point, because sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Next is the Too Faced Italian Spritz palette. I actually have this palette on my eyes today. Yes, all the palettes I have on my eyes are in this video. I purposely did do that, though. I will say that I did purposely do that. Now, would I repurchase it if I were to lose it? You guys, this has to be a 50-50 as well. Due to the fact I really do love the palette. It's probably one of the best Too Faced palettes that has ever came out. It's probably one of the most colorful palettes they've ever done. But is it worth like $49? Or I think it's $49? How much is Too Faced palettes these days anyways? I don't know, because I haven't purchased from them for like 3 years. I don't know. Because also the palette still smells so good of Italian Spritz, and that kind of like, you know, oh, would I repurchase it? I would have to say, I think I'm going to surprise myself and say no. Yeah, I'm definitely surprising myself. You know what? No, it's a 50-50. It's going to be a 50-50 palette, because I can't decide right now. It's like a no, but it's a yes. So this would be a 50-50. I don't know. I love this palette. I wish Too Faced would come out with something like this, but they haven't for a very long time. So yeah. Okay, next, you guys, we have the Urban Decay Robin Eisenberg palette. I did bring her out of my declutter due to the fact that I'm more, I guess, experienced in makeup. So when I did get this palette, I wasn't. So I did declutter it due to the fact that I just wasn't liking it. But I did use it the other day, and I actually like it. So she's staying. Now, would I repurchase it if I were to lose it? No, absolutely not. It's not really worth it. This is like, it's more neutral than what, colorful. I guess we have 4 blues-ish, and they're not like pigmented shimmers or really pigmented mattes. In the matter of fact, it's a nice palette for now, but would I repurchase it? No, definitely not something I need. But since it's in my collection already and I do use it, I'm gonna keep it. We have another, actually, Urban Decay palettes, the Naked Honey palettes. And would I repurchase her? No, I wouldn't. It's too neutral. I did actually declutter this palette due to the fact, you guys know I love this palette, okay? I really did. But the shimmers are not shimmering anymore. They're extremely like dry and hard panned, and it's so sad because I really did love this palette. I used to use it a lot, actually, surprisingly. But now it's just not where it's at anymore. And would I repurchase it? No, it's just too neutral. I have like these neutrals and other palettes in my collection that I use more. So, nah, it's a pass for me. Okay, next we have this Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Armed and Gorgeous palette. And I finally was able to use this palette. I got it like, what, maybe 3.5 years ago. Never used it until like 2 weeks ago. Finally used it. And now, the big question is, would I repurchase it if I were to lose it? You know what, you guys? I know I'm going to surprise myself with this too, but I would actually say yes. I know. Okay. Now, do I support Jaclyn Hill? No, not really, but she's not even a brand anymore, so it doesn't matter at this point. But the formula of this, I know some people had some problems, but I'm going to tell you, the formula of this one, super good. The color story, the look I came out with just this palette alone. I just used this palette to make a look, and I was so stunned by it. Loved it so much. Like I said, the formula is actually pretty nice. So would I repurchase it? Yes, because it's not actually too expensive. So I could justify the price. Yeah, I would. I know, I kind of surprised myself on that. Didn't think I was going to say yes, but I'm definitely saying yes on this. Okay, you guys, we have like 4 more palettes. The next one is the Daisy Does It from ColourPop. You already know my answer. It's yes. Of course, I will purchase this. You can't get it anymore, but as I said, where there's a will, there's a way. But you guys, you know, this has sentimental value also. Because when I first got this palette, I was not experienced with makeup. I was just kind of playing with makeup to see how I was doing. And the look I came out with this palette was probably one of my favorite looks regarding when I was like first starting out with makeup. Of course, there's many looks I love now better than that look. But overall, that look, whew, I would repurchase it because of that and because the quality is really, really nice. The color story isn't bad either. Yeah, I would definitely repurchase this. Actually, I'm thinking, yeah, this almost kind of looks like the one this shade right here. It's any scent. It's like this shade right here. It kind of looks like the one that I used today from the Nomad palette. Kind of crazy. Yes, I would repurchase her for sure. Next, we have the Little Ghost palette from Odin's Eye. This was in collaboration with Angelica Nyqvist. She does not have any more collaborations because she has her own brand called Singe Beauty. So I don't have anything yet from her brand, but in the future, I do want to try it out. And this is what it looks like. Would I repurchase it though if I were to lose it? Oh, this is also on my eyes today. Okay, I will be straight up with you though. The color Magical right here. I used this shimmer on my lids today, and I thought it was going to be more impactful. Now, it is like a duochrome-ish. It's not. It really isn't. I was kind of actually disappointed. Just a tiny bit. Yeah. I was hoping it would be like wham bam in your face. Nah, she was not at all. But would I repurchase it? I would have to say, I'm going to have to say no on this. I'm kind of surprising myself. But I will tell you, I did like this palette. When it first came out, this was my favorite out of the two because there's another palette that came in with this collection. But now the other one's my favorite because it's more grungy. This is more pastel, and I'm not a pastel gal anymore. Like, I will do pastel looks, but not very often. Now, I did use this orange, though. That was a really nice orange. And I used the yellow. The yellow is pretty nice, too. Banana Taffy. But I wouldn't repurchase it. I'm sorry. Odin's Eye has been a hit or miss, I guess. I haven't actually purchased something for like 3 years, so I can't really say on my part. But I've heard like people say that Odin's Eye lately hasn't been what it was in the past. So yeah, I would decide to pass on this if I lost it, which is kind of surprising because, you know, I love Odin's Eye. You know, I love Angie. She's such an amazing content creator. Unfortunately, she has announced that she will no longer be a full-time YouTuber. She'll put videos here and then, but YouTube is just, you know, crapping all over us content creators. So I don't blame her. Yeah, I'd have to say no. I would not repurchase it. As much as I would like to, just the color story, I don't use as much anymore. So that is why. Okay, last two. We got the Avocado Toast palette from BH Cosmetics. This is in my declutter as well. You guys are surprised that it's in my declutter, but I just have not used it. I did use it actually though the other day, and it's just nothing special anymore. I thought I really did enjoy the palette when I first got it, but to be honest with you, it's just not something I use anymore. BH Cosmetics though. Overall, I do have a couple palettes from them, so that way I could keep like palettes of the good formula, because BH is no longer a brand. Even though they were bought out by Makeup Revolution, they haven't came out with anything for like a good solid year or two. So I kind of want to still like keep some. And I do enjoy the palettes that I did keep, by the way. It's not just because. This one I did cluttered, and would I repurchase it? No. Yeah, no. I wish I could, but I don't use it. Now, it is a very, very affordable palette, so I could justify the price, but at the same time, we have to think about what I use it, though, and it would be a no for me. Last palette for episode 2 of this little mini series is also what's on my eyes, is the Nomad Fête de Provence palette. Now, I will tell you, though, would I repurchase it? Yes. Okay. Let me make myself clear here. Number one, this is the older formula that Nomad came out with. The shimmers are like very subtle, so they aren't like very impactful. But they did actually re-release 3 palettes that were discontinued. This was one of them. Also the American Parks, which I did grab, and the Berlin Underground, which I didn't grab that one. I don't really need it. Would I repurchase this in the new formula? Because with the new formula, the shimmers are more duochrome and more like, you know, wham bam. Yes, I would. I really do enjoy this palette. Yeah, I definitely repurchase it. Nomad is one of my favorite indie brands. They're such a nice brand. Also, do have a code with them. My discount codes / affiliate codes are always down in the description down below. And if you use them, I do thank you a lot. I would repurchase it. Yep, if I lost it. This was my first Nomad palette, actually. So it kind of has, like, sentimental memories also as well. Now, is the formula of this one the best? No. No, it's kind of getting on the older side, but I would definitely repurchase her. 100%. And the cause, because they always do a cause where like they always take so much percent out of the commission they get, and they always like give back to where the destination they were at. And they gave back to bees for this one, and I love bees. I love bees so much. So yeah, I would definitely repurchase this one. Oh my goodness, you guys. So lately, I have been like finding out new things about palettes lately. Like, oh, it actually has some texture right here. I did not know that. Okay, you guys. But with that being said, you guys, I kid you not, this is the 3rd time filming, not the intro, but like the intro to like the starting of the video, because I cannot think. I'm saying stupid stuff. It's irritating the crap out of me. Literally, my sleep schedule has been absolutely disastrous lately, so my brain is not working anymore. But if I have to refilm this part for the 4th time, I'm going to lose it. I kid you not, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to call it quits. I'll be like, today's not the day. But you guys, I have 15 palettes with me for this series. Like, I do 15 palettes. I have like 85 palettes altogether. You will see decluttered palettes because I did start the series before my decluttered video. So I just decided, you know what, make it make sense that I need to put the decluttered, you know, palettes, obviously. So I decided to like do 15 instead of 10 or 20. You know, I don't know. It just makes sense to me. So if you do see some decluttered palettes, that is why. But obviously, you probably already know my opinion or my thoughts on those. And we're actually going to start with one. I'm hoping I don't have to refilm this. Whew, because it's this stupid palette that keeps on, like, irritating me. And I don't know what words to put out, which usually doesn't happen. I've been doing pretty good, you know? And I don't like to edit too much, okay? No, your girl don't got time for that. Her sleep schedule is absolutely disastrous. And no, I don't have time. Okay? So we're just literally going to say the palette, and I don't even care anymore because I'm not... No. It is the e.l.f. Akasha U palette. Now, would I repurchase this palette if I were to lose it? No, you guys already know. I don't actually support the brand right now. Yeah, I think this is one of the decluttered ones. I did declutter. I kept one of my e.l.f. palettes in my collection because, you know, I do enjoy the bite size palettes. Don't get me wrong. These are really, really nice. And they're only $3, so I could justify repurchasing them, like, easily. But because I don't support the brand right now, I wouldn't. It is a beautiful palette, don't get me wrong. But as I said, I don't support the brand. So that is why I would not repurchase this if I were to lose it. And yeah, so that is it for that palette, because I am not going to redo this intro to, like, you know, into the video. So yeah, next palette is Too Faced Light My Fire. Now, I did declutter this palette as well because it just, the performance wasn't what I thought it was before. Now, would I repurchase it? No, because obviously I did declutter it. It's a beautiful color story, don't get me wrong. And I was so disappointed that the yellow didn't work very well. I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe it's an older palette. Maybe that's why. I don't know. But if I were to lose it, would I repurchase it? No. Well, maybe if, like, the quality was better, but these are a little expensive also. You know, I have to put the, like, you know, how much the palette is also thought into this video. And because Too Faced is a little expensive, yeah, I don't think so. Unfortunately. As much as I would love to, don't think that's going to happen. You guys, next we got the Lunar Nightshade palette from Pat McGrath. Whew. Would I repurchase this if I were to lose it? Oh, you guys. All these Pat McGrath palettes, by the way, I have in my collection. I actually did not purchase at all. I was gifted by a friend. And I love them so, so much. Just gonna straight up tell you. You guys, this palette's making me fall in love with the brand. And I don't want to have to pay $20. I meant $20. Okay, if it was $20, yeah, I'd be paying $120 for a stupid palette. But the quality is so, so freaking good, you guys. These are not special shades at all when it comes to the shimmers. They're just standard shimmers, but they are magnificent. I mean, like, something else. Now, there is only one matte in here. So, would I repurchase this palette if I were to lose it? No. I don't think with this one. You will be surprised. I might repurchase a Pat McGrath in this video. Yeah, because, like, I just picked these randomly, by the way. Like, straight up randomly. And for some odd reason, all my Pat McGraths are in this video. I don't know. Who knows? But not this one particularly. As much as I love it, I have to be careful, okay? There's only one matte, and I mean, the matte's, like, too dark, so, yeah. Probably won't repurchase it. But, you guys, the next one, we got the Pat McGrath Divine Joy palette. This is an all shimmer palette. This was the first one I tried, and actually, I really, really enjoyed it. This is kind of like what got me to love the brand. And it's not like I didn't love the brand before, but I never tried from the brand because I'm not paying, like, a stupid amount of money for a makeup product. No offense, okay? But this one, would I repurchase it if I were to lose it? You guys are going to be really shocked, but yes. I know, right? Some of these palettes are discontinued, though, but if you were, like, pretend they were... you could still get them. But you probably actually could, to be honest. Every palette I say that's discontinued, you could probably find on, like, Poshmark, Mercari, Depot, Facebook Marketplace, wherever, the streets, the black market, hey, you know. But I would repurchase this. I know. Like, I said I wouldn't ever buy anything from Pat McGrath because they're so expensive, but this palette is everything, okay? Like, you know, most shimmers, they have a little bit of fallout. No fallout, which is kind of like suspicious. I'm gonna be honest, it's actually kind of creepy and suspicious that doesn't have any fallout. Would I repurchase it though if I were to lose it? Yes. Don't come at me in the comments, please, okay? I'm sorry. And then the last Pat McGrath for this, like, series, I guess, because all of them had to be in this video today. It is the Brawn Bliss palette. I knew that, you guys. I knew it. Would I repurchase this if I were to lose it? No. Not this one either. It is beautiful, don't get me wrong, but there's only one matte, and it's a black, and... Oh, although this shade right here, holy crap, it's, like, super, super pigmented, and it's, like, crazy pigmented. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Would I just repurchase this shade right here? Oh, heck yes. Yes, you bet I would. But overall, the palette, no. Because I would already buy this one, and no. Gotta save my money, you know? I can't be buying Pat McGrath here. I told myself in every video, previous videos, before I got this Pat McGrath palette, like, the first one, is I would never purchase from Pat McGrath. Can never justify spending the price point. But here I am. Your girl's here. Okay, so yeah. Okay, next palette is the ColourPop Coast is Clear. I did declutter this for this year. So, would I repurchase it if I were to lose it? No. It's an okay palette. I used to really love this palette, actually. Like, this palette used to be, like, one of my favorites. But I have not used it in a very hot minute. And I just decluttered it. And I think it's just... you know? I don't think I need it anymore. I really don't think I do. And you know what is crazy? That I wanted to keep at least one of the palettes, because this was a collection called the Extra Celestial Collection. There's 2 more palettes. I did declutter those 2 more, but decided to declutter this one. It's kind of sad, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, you guys, the next palette, I'll straight up tell you, yes, I would repurchase if I were to lose it. And it's the sweetest can be from ColourPop. It's the Winnie Pooh collab. And yes, you guys already know I would repurchase this. 100%. If I were to lose this baby, she would be brought back in a heartbeat because I love it. I love Winnie the Pooh, and I actually do really enjoy using this palette as well. I really do. You know? She's basic, but she's nice. She's very, very, very nice, okay? I'm in love with her. Yep. In love with her. And I just love Winnie the Pooh so much. My childhood. So yeah, I would definitely repurchase this in a heartbeat if I were to lose it. Also, if you guys want to know what's on my eyes today, because literally I'm being basic today because as I said, my sleep schedule is disastrous. So your girl is tired today. I have the new Matte Chris Kindle Market palettes on my eyes. It's literally this shade, and this shade. Literally, that's it. And then I have a new eyeliner that I purchased, which I will be doing a video of get ready with me with new makeup, because I bought some new makeup actually. Yeah, your girl, she needed some new stuff. So she went to Ulta the other day. But that is what is on my eyes today, and yeah. So I just wanted to share that little tidbit with you. But next palette is the Alice in Wonderland palette from Sigma. Now, would I repurchase it if I were to lose it? Don't mind me looking at it. I need to look at it to really, really think about it. Sigma I love this palette. You guys, I ranked this #1 in my 2022 ranking all my palettes. This was #1 because I loved it. The quality, everything was so nice. And this was the first Sigma palette I ever tried. And blew me away, wanted me to buy more. Just haven't actually bought any more because nothing really came out that really spoke to me. But would I repurchase this if I were to lose it, though? I don't know. And you guys are probably thought I was going to say yes in a heartbeat, but I don't know, you guys. I don't use it as often anymore. I've been going into, like, other palettes lately, and this one kind of been neglected, sadly. And if I swatch it, no, I cannot swatch. I'm deciding not to do swatches in this video, because that's not fair. That's not fair. You guys, would I repurchase this? Okay, this is a 50-50. So I do have, like, some palettes in my videos already that are, like, 50-50s. If you don't know what that means, it means I don't know yet. Right now, it's more of a no, but it could be a yes. So that's why. Dang, come on, girl. You love this palette. I just can't justify the price point right now. Okay, we're going to stop talking about it because then I'm going to change my mind. Next, we have this BH Sugar Cone palette. This is no longer available. BH is really not a brand anymore, even though it's still a brand, just they're kind of absent. Would I repurchase, though, if I were to lose it? No, I don't need it. It's a really nice palette, though. It's still in my collection. Didn't declutter it because I really enjoy it. But I wouldn't repurchase it, even though it's affordable. Pretty affordable, actually. But yeah, I just don't need it. I don't need it. So if this were to be lost in, you know, wherever, I would not repurchase. Okay, I'm ready to tell you guys. You already know the answer to this. But this is the ColourPop, the new Moon palette. Would I repurchase if I were to lose it? Come on, everybody. Let's say it together. Yes, I would repurchase it. This is my favorite palette so far this year. It beat the Yucca palette. You guys know the Yucca palette was my favorite palette for a very long time, but this one is my top #1. Yep, she'd be a definite repurchase for me. I love her so much, and it's affordable. ColourPop's pretty affordable. Just everything about this palette, and you guys know I love color, but I don't know, it's something basic, but it's like a good basic. I've been into more of like the oranges and the yellows and like slight reds and like the purpley pinks lately. I don't know why, don't ask. I just happened. But, yep. Definite repurchase. This is also another one in a heartbeat. Like, with the Winnie the Pooh one, absolutely. If I were to lose it, probably the first palette that would be in my collection. Yeah. Probably the first palette I would buy. Yep. For sure. Okay, we actually have another ColourPop palette. 3 ColourPops. Who knew? It's the Stranger Things palette. You guys know I love Stranger Things. Here's the Demogorgon. Always have to show it. I don't know why. Just do. This is the Color Story. Would I repurchase if I were to lose it? Absolutely. I know I don't need it, but I really do enjoy the palette. And ColourPop, they redeemed themselves with this collection. The palette, performs so amazingly. The Color Story, it's everything. They really knocked it out of the park with this. So, yeah, I would repurchase this palette if I were to lose it. 100%. I actually used this palette the other day, and holy crap, I made a beautiful smoky look. Whew. I'm still proud of myself about it. So, yes, definite repurchase. Guys, Stranger Things Season 5 is literally just around the corner. Kid you not. I'm gonna be sad. Because I love the series so much. But you know, all good things must come to an end. Okay, dokie, you guys. Next is the Cosmic Beauty Sinister palette. Would I repurchase this if I were to lose it? I don't know. You know, I kind of want to say yes. It's more on the yes because I actually do enjoy this palette a lot. Even though there's some reds down here, I don't mind them too much. But this right here, this duochrome Sinister, oh my gosh, it's the best. It's the best. And the quality, it's really everything. And the color story is all right by me. I have made beautiful looks though. Don't get me wrong. You know what? I think I would. I would repurchase it if I were to lose it. And you know what? Don't come at me, okay? But I did just do a video with like the palettes with the best packaging. Would I repurchase because of the packaging? Yes. Don't come at me, please, okay? But yeah, the packaging would be like the deal breaker for me. Yeah, I would. Yep, I would repurchase it, even though there's so many more what do you call it? Cosmic Beauty palettes. Holy crap. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I would. Yep. Okay, next is the Beauty Bay Wilderness palette. You guys can actually get your hands on this again now. So, yes, very, very beautiful. Now, would I repurchase it if I were to lose it? That's the real question here. You guys, the thing is, and you're going to be like, what? I have not used this palette too much as I used to. But it is actually really affordable. Beauty Bay is pretty, like, affordable, and their quality is really, really nice. Yeah, I think I would repurchase this if I were to lose it. Yeah, I would. I really would, because I wanted my hands on this palette for so long. Never was able to, but my friend gifted me this, and I still love it to this day. So yeah, I would. Yeah, I repurchase if I were to lose it. You already know the answer to this palette, but we have the Nomad Ghost Town USA palette. Would I repurchase this if I were to lose it? Absolutely, yes. You guys know I have 4 pans. About to have like, what, 7 pans, because I use this palette quite a bit. It's beautiful. It's everything. I would definitely repurchase her for sure. This was the palette that really opened my eye to Nomad and wanted me to purchase something else. You guys, what is going on? Is it like a full moon today? Yes. So yeah. Yep. Yes. Okay, doke. Ooh. And then the last palette is this Tarte palette. It doesn't have a name. It's just like the 25 anniversary palette. That's what basically it is for me, at least. Would I repurchase this if I were to lose it? Nope. But I really do love the palette. I didn't declare it. I really do, okay? But nah, I don't need it. Tarte is expensive these days, okay? As much as the palette's beautiful, I just can't. I just can't. And, oh, this palette. The packaging is kind of like wearing away. It's kind of annoying, but okay, okay. So yeah, but you guys, so as per usual, I have 15 palettes that I picked out, and they are literally random palettes. There's multiple brands, and there's just one-offs. It literally is just totally random. So yes, but without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right in. And we're going to start out with an e.l.f. palette. It's the Rosewater palette. Now, would I repurchase this palette if I were to lose it? I don't know, because I can't get it open, so that's fun. But this is what it looks like. You guys, you know, I'm not much of an e.l.f. supporter right now. But, you know, I step back from brands, I see what they do in the future, and we go from there. But this is the one I did keep. Now, you will see some decluttered palettes in here because I did start the series before my declutter. And I was like, you know what? We're just going to have to keep those decluttered palettes in there because we have to, okay? It makes sense. This is the only one I kept. And I'm kind of like, would I repurchase it, though? Because it is only $3, to be honest with y'all. Okay. I'm gonna have to tell you guys probably no, because I have so many palettes with this same color story. Kind of like the one I'm wearing now. I'm wearing this Huda Beauty, the new nude palette. Yeah, I think she's gonna have to go. She's not gonna be one I'm gonna repurchase if I were to lose it. I'm sorry, but no, just, I don't need it. I don't. Okay, next one is from ColourPop. It's the Fresh Greens palette. This is a Target exclusive palette. And I will tell you guys, though, for a Target exclusive palette, the formula is actually really, really good. I kid you not. It is super good. But would I repurchase if I were to lose it? Now, with the series, I always have to keep in mind the price. Because, you know, I have paid for probably 70% of these. Some of them were gifted to me by friends. Like a few, maybe 2 or PR. You guys, I did purchase the one myself, and I really do love it. Don't get me wrong. I'm kind of like debating though. They're like, I think $12 now. Yeah, $12. Only at Target. You guys, I'm gonna have to say no on this. I would not repurchase if I were to lose it. I know, you guys would think I would repurchase it because it's green, but my makeup preferences have changed so drastically within, like, the 3 weeks or, like, even a day, I'm gonna be honest. Y'all know I used to love color, and I still really love color. I still love my greens also, don't get me wrong. But I'm just not much of a blue-purple fan, and I'm more into, like, neutrals, sunrise, sunset looks, and pastels. Who knew? Because I didn't know that was gonna happen. But, yeah, I wouldn't repurchase it if I were to lose it. We have another ColourPop palette. Actually, it's a Nude Mood palette. And this is what she looks like. Now, would I repurchase her if I were to lose it? No. I can tell you straight up, no, I wouldn't. I have, like, palettes with these colors in it already. And I don't use her much. She was a declutter, so... You know, all the palettes that I declutter, I do put back in my declutter pile. I take them out purposely for this video. Yeah, it's sad. Because, you know, like I said, been into neutrals lately. But, yeah, I don't need her. And the price is very affordable. ColourPop is pretty affordable. And the quality overall is pretty good. There's hit or misses. But, yeah, I won't repurchase her if I lose her. I don't need it. Next, we have this Sephora collection one. It's called Rebellious Rosy Nude. And I'm going to straight up tell you, though, this is literally like a dupe of the Huda Beauty Nude, because my brain just stopped working for a second. It literally is. And I actually have that palette in this pile. So I will kind of compare that, to be honest. You guys, I'm not joking. The formula of this is actually really good. I know, I'm kind of like surprised, but I'm not surprised at the same time. I did hear good things. You guys, this is amazing quality. It's actually really affordable as well. Now, would I repurchase it if I were to lose it? You guys are going to be surprised on me. You're going to be surprised, but I would repurchase it if I were to lose it. I know, that's kind of weird, right? You guys didn't see that coming. I would. It's amazing quality, a very beautiful color story. As I said, this is like literally a straight up dupe of that Huda Beauty palette. There is a pressed glitter. That's not bad at all. Mattes were amazing. Shimmers were amazing. Yeah. I would repurchase her if I were to lose her. Ooh, did not think I was going to do that. But it is pretty affordable. And it's nice. It really is. So I would definitely repurchase her. Next, we got this BH Diamond Palette. I will straight up tell you, I will not repurchase her if I were to lose it. I don't really like this palette. I've kept it for so long because it's like sentimental, because like I'm born in April, so I'm a diamond. So I kind of got it in the first place. I don't really like it. I don't really use it. So I would definitely not repurchase her. It's not bad quality, I will tell you. It's decent quality. Just the color story, I don't vibe with. Yeah, I just don't vibe with the color story. That's literally it. That's why I would not repurchase her. Just, I don't need it. You guys, next palette. You guys already know the answer. Would I repurchase it? You guys know, okay? Say it with me, you guys. Yes, I would repurchase it. This is the Scooby-Doo and Glamlight Retro Reggae palette. You guys know I love this palette. I've been addicted to this palette lately. Yep, definitely repurchase. Now, I know I just said I'm not a blue purple fan person right now, but you guys, this is still just everything. And it's Scooby-Doo, so my little bias on that, and maybe just a little bit, okay? Don't come for me. Don't come for me. Scooby-Doo was literally my childhood, okay? I love her. I love her so much. I really do. Beautiful palette. Shimmers, mattes, everything was just so spectacular. Yeah, I would definitely repurchase if I were to lose it. Now, it's not available, but let's just pretend it would be available, okay? The packaging is awesome as per usual. Glamlight does a really good with their packaging. I don't have many Glamlight palettes, I will say that. But this one, ooh, one of my favorites. I kid you not, one of my favorites. Also, before I forget, so I kind of really want to finish this series so I can upload the big series, because as I said in my previous video, I'm going to be busy, not going to have much time. But you guys, surprise, surprise, that might change. Who knows at this point? I don't know what's going on with this year. You already know 2025 has been a total dud for my husband and I. So maybe I will put out 2 videos a week. I don't know at this point, but I do want to finish the series. So the next video, I'm filming this on a Monday, and I actually already planned on filming Tuesday because I won't be busy that day. I'm going to film the last part of this series, and then I'll like put the full series. So you guys will have like a back-to-back kind of the same video, I guess. But you guys have been seeming to enjoy these. So I am just letting you know now. Please don't come for me, okay? I just want to finish it because I have so many video ideas, and yeah. And I also have a little mini series that's going to happen after the series, so stay tuned for that. Yep, I'm going to put this in my casket when I pass away. I kid you not. So yes, definite repurchase for me. Oh, you guys already know the answer to this one also. We got the Heather Austin palette. This was in collaboration with the Dep Cosmetics. You already know I'm going to repurchase her. I actually almost did. I almost did. Unfortunately, she is unavailable. I did not know that. I'm actually kind of sad because I almost did repurchase her. No, I was going to. And then I looked on the website and it wasn't available. I was like, well, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to repurchase it because I love the shimmers, love the mattes. And I've hit pan in so many shimmers already. And this one's about to hit pan. And this is my favorite shimmer in my whole entire collection. So I kind of wanted like to have a backup. No, your girl can't have a backup. Heaven forbids I get anything I want. Ooh. But you guys, I would definitely repurchase it if it was available. Now, as I always say though, in my videos, even though things are discontinued, trust me, you could find, oh my goodness. Whew. Just, you know, ignore that, please. Even though they're discontinued, you can still find them anywhere. Poshmark, Mercari, Depot, Facebook Marketplace. I kid you not, the black market. Probably some homeless person on the street would be selling it because, yeah, that's how it goes here. Times are tough, okay? You gotta do what you gotta do. So, I kid you not, I could probably just repurchase it from somebody else. And I might. Oh my goodness. I might. Girl, don't do it. Don't do it. Tell me guys not to do it in the comments, okay? I don't need this palette. But it's so beautiful and I'm running out of her and I don't want to run out of it. So that's why. But yes, definite repurchase. Dang. No, actually, no. We do have, you know, half and half what I repurchase. Okay, next we actually have another glam light. It's the Icy Blue Raspberry Icy palette. I just got this also, and you all know I just said I don't like blues. But I'm not saying I don't like them. It's just like not something I wear very often anymore. I still love the colors, don't get me wrong. Just, you know, I don't vibe with them as much lately. I have used this palette, actually, I think twice or 3 times now. So I kind of like have my final thoughts, but kind of not. Now, the big question is, would I repurchase it if I were to lose it? And 50-50. This is a 50-50. We're probably going to have that one in the next episode also, because that seems to be the pattern here with this videos. Yeah, this would be a 50-50. I can't really decide because I don't have my final thoughts really right now. It's like a yes, it's a no. It's more leaning like a, you know what, actually it's not leaning anything. It's literally, I just don't know at this point. So this one, I don't know for sure. Next, oh, you guys already know the answer to this one too. It's the Stone and Rock palette from Odin's Eye. Now I have to look at this title again because I swore someone said it was Stone and Rocks with an S. And she kept saying it and I was like, okay, so have I been saying it the whole time? No, there's no S after, you know, the K and rock. So your girl, she's fine. But I would repurchase her. You already know. I love this palette. One of my favorite Odin's Eye palettes I've ever tried. Yes, you guys, it's everything. I know it's more neutral, but it's a beautiful neutral. And you guys know I've been getting more into these colors lately. So yeah, I would repurchase it. Now, I do want to get something from Odin's Eye, but something recent because, you know, Odin's Eye have been a hit or miss, I've heard. I haven't tried anything, though, for them for a while now, so I don't really know. I want that autumn palette, but you know what? You know what? Because I'm not surprised, because 2025 has just been, you know. So Odin's Eye is having their Black Friday sale, and I was like, yes, finally, get my hands on the autumn palette. No, Odin's Eye was like, you thought. No, they're like, oh, we're excluding the newest palettes of the seasonal Alva palettes. And I was like, what? I'm like, what the heck? Are you serious? Guys, I'm gonna be honest. I was actually kind of mad. I was mad. When I read it on Instagram, I said out loud, I was like, what? And my husband's like, huh? I was like, oh, don't worry about it. Oh, your girl can't have nice things. It's okay, though. I'm thankful for what I have, though. I have a lot of palettes, and I love mostly every single one of them. I would repurchase, though, if I were to lose her. But y'all, I'm kind of salty about that. I'm not gonna lie, Odin's Eye. Little tiny salty. And it's not even, like, their newest release. Actually, the newest release is that Icy something. I can't remember the full name. But it's, like, the bigger palette with, like, the 2... you know, color stories. That's their most recent launch. So I don't understand why they said like the Alva season Alva palettes are the most recent, because they're not. That was 4 months ago. I'm just saying. But hey, what am I to know? Okay? As people would say in the Game of Thrones about Sansa, that I'm just a stupid girl. Okay? I love the Game of Thrones, so don't mind me. Ooh, okay. Yeah, a little salty about that. But hey, it is what it is. We actually have another Odin's Eye palette. It's the Little Ghost palette. This was in collaboration with Angelica Negavist. But just want to remind you. Yes, repurchase. And this is what she looks like. She's like so weird to hold. So you guys know there is another one. I think I already did it though. Yeah, I think I already did it in one of my episodes already. There was like the trick or treat. I like that color story a lot more than this one. But I told you, I'm into pastels now. You know what? Actually, no. I wouldn't repurchase this. It's still not my favorite color story. And I just told you guys I'm into pastels. But something about this is just a little off. Like, these beautiful pastels. This beautiful yellow. It's just like this row right here. Exclude these. Right here, I just... this is like a little dusty. This is too royal blue for me. Yeah, so I wouldn't repurchase it, surprisingly. Oh, you know what? I'm even more mad because this magical shade right here is supposed to be magical. I thought so. No, she is very sheer, and I was so disappointed because I wanted it, but that all over my eyeball. Tried, just, you know, failed at that. Yeah, I wouldn't repurchase it. Yeah. I can't vibe with it. Now, I'm still keeping it. Don't get me wrong. I love it. Still, I use it. Just wouldn't repurchase it. So, yeah. Heady ho. Next, we have another BH Cosmetics. It is the Blueberry Muffin Palette. I did kind of, like, declutter this one. But nobody has, like... Okay. I'm not saying nobody has claimed it because I haven't asked a lot of people yet. But I asked, like, my closest friend if she wanted it because I trust her. If you know, you know. I decluttered it, but I said if it does not go to a home that I know for sure it will be in good hands, then I'm not going to give it away. And she said that she wasn't interested, so I think it might be back in my collection. But would I repurchase it though? If I were to lose it. I think it's a no still. I think it's a no. Yeah. This has very sentimental memories, but not like extreme sentimental memories that it has to be like in a shadow box or whatever. Or a memory box. No, I can't. I just can't repurchase it because I don't use it. Even though it has memories to it, it's not too memorable that I'm going to cry over it. So if I were to lose it, no, I don't need it. Nope, nope. Okay, next is what is actually on my eyes, which I already told you. It's the new nude palette from Huda Beauty. I love the insert she puts out. Very beautiful. This is what she looks like. Would I repurchase it, though, if I were to lose it? Now, I did actually declutter this palette, but I brought it back. Your girl does that, actually, a lot. And I know it annoys people, and I'm sorry, okay? But somebody had, like, made a really good point. This was, like, maybe a year ago in my declutter. They're like, oh, you know what? Put the palettes away that you aren't so sure. If you miss them in a month, bring them back, you know? And this one I actually missed in, like, 2 weeks. I was like, you know what? No, I was a regret. Definite regret. Happy I didn't sell this yet or give it away. And this is what's on my eyes, you guys. I'm loving it. I really, really do love it. Now, would I repurchase it, though? If I were to lose it, Huda Beauty is expensive, and I would have to tell you no. But it's still an amazing palette. I will tell you that. I can't spend the money on this palette. That's literally the only reason why. Otherwise, the formula, everything's good. There's a pressed glitter. I used the pressed glitter today. She's rocking. I need some, like, glitter glue, though, because I didn't use glitter glue. I don't have any glitter glue, actually, in the first place. And I don't know how it's gonna rub off. We just hope it doesn't, actually, you guys, we can reference it. I'm not gonna, you know, talk about this palette quite yet. But I hope it doesn't pull, this shadow. If you know, you know. Oh my gosh. If it pulls that crap, I'm gonna be upset, okay? But yeah, I really do love the palette. Don't get me wrong. I just can't spend the money. That's it. That's literally it. Okay, okay. Well, 3 more palettes. We got the Nomad American Sparks palette. guys already know the answer to this too. It's a definite yes. I would be repurchasing this if I were to lose it. For sure. I love her. She's everything. You guys know I wanted her for a good solid 3 years. I complained about not getting my hands on it, and then they brought it back for the 10th year anniversary, but like formulated in the formula that they have now. Whew. So happy. The only disappointment I have in this palette, the only disappointment is this yellow. It's just not yellow enough when you put it on your eyes. Otherwise, everything else is perfectly fine. Now, this green is not like this beautiful green, vibrant green. It's more of a dark green, but I don't mind. Dang. Actually, do you guys see? There's like a big dip in that green. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's like, whew. Wow. I would repurchase. You already know I would repurchase, because if I don't repurchase it and I lose it, I'm going to complain again. You guys got tired of me complaining. Yep. And I actually did purchase this myself. I wasn't gifted this by a friend or Nomad. And I had no regrets purchasing it. So, yeah. Yuppie. Oh, we have another Nomad palette. It's a Keys Beachy or Peachy palette. Okay. I was gifted this. Not NPR, but like they do a guessing game before they release a palette. And if you like guess the answers right, you get into a drawing and they draw and you get gifted, etc., etc. Okay, but would I repurchase this if I were to lose it? Oh, Nomad's Black Friday sale is also going on right now. Thought you should know. You know, I'm not gonna lie, this is not one of my favorites, but it's a really good one. Like, I would never declutter it. But is it worth repurchasing? Oh, crap. Oh, also, I just watched, what's her name? Oh my goodness, I'm like blanking on her name. Well, anywho, someone made a good point. This 9-pan right here is like the beach side, and this is more of the ocean side. And I never really saw that until she pointed it out. I was like, wait a minute. Wait a dang minute. You're right on that. You guys, I don't know. This is a 50-50 also. I don't know for sure if I would repurchase it, if I were to lose it. It's kind of like a yes, kind of like a no. Yeah, I don't know, you guys. I'm like trying to look at her to really think. You know, it's kind of leaning more of a yes, even though it's not my favorite. It's kind of, no. Okay. We're going to say I don't know yet, because I really don't. And you guys, the last palette for this video, not series though, just video, is going to be It's a Mood from ColourPop. Would I repurchase it if I were to lose it? You bet your butt I would. Yep, I would. You guys know I love this palette. I raved about this palette and wanted it so bad. Finally got my hands on it, so yeah. And I actually use it quite a bit. Though this pressed glitter, I'm about to literally take out, because I just can't stand looking at it right now and having PTSD from the terrible experience I had with rubbing that off. Taking it off. Never again. Never again. But the color story, the quality, it's everything. So that's why I would definitely repurchase it. And ColourPop is pretty affordable. And their 9-pans are actually like probably one of the best formulas they have out there. But okay, you guys, let's scoochy, because you guys, I'm so sad that this series is coming to an end, because I really enjoyed filming these. But as I said, I only have so many palettes, which I am actually kind of grateful that I only have so many, because if I had a lot, I would be going crazy. You guys, per usual, I have 15 palettes. I somehow managed to have 15 palettes in every episode. Don't know how I did that, but somehow I did. And we're actually going to start out with like the first 3 that are on top. Also, these are in no particular order. Literally just pick them randomly. There are multiple palettes from the same brand, etc., etc. You already know how it goes. But we're going to be doing my last 3 off. Now, we have the Carnival Candy. We have the Cream and Sugar over here. And we have the Berry of Bat. Now, you know, I kind of stepped away from e.l.f. And, you know, I haven't really seen anything on Instagram that really, you know, kind of had the red flag like they did with the campaign with Matt Rifle. So maybe they learned, but that campaign is still up on their Instagram. So if you take it down, Elf, maybe I'll still support your brand. But you guys, they also decided to up their prices by $3 frickin'. So no thank you. I have finally found my drugstore, what do you call it? Yep, your girl, she's not here, I guess, right now. Drugstore, like, favorites that I had from my Elf. It's Essence. I actually really love Essence. I did a haul. I'll just show you quickly, I guess, because why not? I got this eyebrow gel. Oh, I've been loving it so much. I have used the heck out of it already. And then I got this eyeliner pencil, and oh my gosh, it's so freaking good. I'm actually going to grab more of these. So far, so good with Essence. I know, like, some people say they're a hit or miss, but hey, I've had a wonderful experience. And they're actually cheaper than Elf to begin with, so really happy about that. But you guys, would I repurchase these if I were to lose them? No. These aren't my favorite ones. I decluttered them anyways, so this is very bad. It's not, like, the worst. This is Carnival Candy. I will tell you, though, these are actually really nice quality. They were cheap also, so it kind of, like, breaks my heart. This is Cream and Sugar. But, you guys, I just don't use them. And if I don't use them, they can go to a better home with somebody who actually will use them. It's just like, you know, I kind of have a special place in my heart with Elf because they were my first brand that, you know, I really looked up to, I really used when starting out with makeup because they were so easy to use. They were affordable at the time. But now they kind of just went downhill. Hey, it happens to brands, okay? It happens to the best of us. Yeah, I would not repurchase these. So these would be a no repurchase. They would be a goner. Next palette, we have something from Ciate London. It's the Velvet palette. Your girl finally fixed this palette, by the way. It only took me 4 years to fix the dang palette. Also, it's so hard to open. And I have nails, and my nails don't like to. Except for my thumbs. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but my thumbs have always been off. I do that actually purposely. I do my thumbs, though, take pictures, and then I take them off. Due to the fact that I do a lot of, like, content, especially on my phone, and with these, they're too big to be messing around with my phone, and it's so annoying, and I click the wrong buttons, and no, I don't have time for that right now. Oh, you guys, okay, that's all we had to do was just yell a little bit. This is what she looks like. I am not dropping this again and fixing it, because if I drop it, I'm not fixing it. Nope. No. This is what she looks like. Would I repurchase it, though, if I were to lose it? No. Even though it's a beautiful palette, and I really do enjoy this palette, it's a no for me. It's a no for a repurchase. I don't know. The shimmers are beautiful, though. That gold right there, that's speaking to me for sure. I just didn't use it for a good solid 4 years because your girl just was too lazy to fix it. I mean, it was like disastrous, broken. There's even a missing shade in here that couldn't been revived. Yeah, it's a no repurchase for me. I'm sorry. I know I fixed you, and now I'm like kind of booting you out. But it's still in my collection, though. You will see some declutters, though. That's because I started the series before my declutter, and because of my ADHD brain and my OCD, I had to still keep those palettes in this series. You guys, next is Sage the Day from ColourPop. Now, would I repurchase her if I were to lose her? By the way, she's still at Ulta. I went to Ulta the other day to pick up those Essence things, and she was still there. Now, would I repurchase it, though, if I were to lose it? You guys, this might be a surprise, but I actually think I would. So, as you see, something is very simple on my eyes. I've been loving neutrals, pastels. I don't know why. Somebody send help. I still use color, though. Don't worry, I still use color. But this is like my color story now. And when I first got it, this was my color story as well. And one of my favorite palettes. Would I repurchase it, though? Yep, I think I would. Right now, in this moment, I would repurchase it. Now, if you ask me about a month, maybe I wouldn't, but right now I would, because this is my type of deal. My type of vibe I have been loving so far. Yeah. Okay, also the shade, it kind of is the, you know, the reason why I got the palette in the first place. Don't hate me, please. So I would kind of just keep it because of this shade. But I have actually used the heck out of this palette. There's a big dip in the shade. I don't know. Y'all can see it. Probably not. This pastel is literally everything. This is like a peach to a green. That's everything. It's just, it really is everything. And also, if you wanted to try something from ColourPop, you're not so sure what to get, you don't know what's good quality, I would actually recommend this palette. This palette, super beginner friendly, beautiful color story. You can get neutrals but with a pop of color. So if you're not so comfortable with color yet, you know, this would be the palette for you. Yeah, I would definitely repurchase it if I were to lose it. I didn't think I was going to. Your girl probably would have never done that like 2 months ago. But here she is now. Preferences change, and it happens to every single one of us. So yes. So Sage the Day, definite repurchase. Oh, for sure you already guys know this one. It's the Mandalorian palette from ColourPop as well. Would I repurchase her if I were to lose her? Come on everybody, say it together. Yes, I would repurchase it. For sure, if I were to lose it, because this is one of my favorite ColourPop palettes in my collection. It's just grungy, it's just beautiful, it's everything. Now, am I into these tones right now? Actually, yes. Yes, I am. I still am. I still would use this palette. I actually thought about using this palette. I was in the, like, dilemma of using 2 palettes. Right now, I have the Feta de Provence palette from Nomad on my eyes today. As I said, just wanted to go simple. But I was thinking about using this one. I didn't know for sure which one I wanted to use. If I wanted to go grungy bold or just light and pastel. The light and pastel obviously won that battle. I might use it tomorrow though. I don't know. Maybe I will. Also, you guys, I did a video with my update saying I won't upload that much. You guys know 2025 has been just a mystery for my husband and I, so nothing surprises me anymore. As of right now, maybe I will be uploading a little bit more than I thought. I don't know. I can't say, you guys, anymore. I should not make videos like that because life just literally turns so easily. It's not even funny at this point. It really isn't. So maybe your girl will be back with her regular content. I don't know. I really don't know. Don't want to say anything because I don't want to be wrong and you guys, like, you know, get your hopes up. But, yep, I would repurchase her. So maybe I'll use her tomorrow. Who knows at this point. Also, the shimmer is kind of like the same as Sage the Day. I've actually tried to dupe it. You guys can kind of see. Kind of put, like, you know, it right here. I'm probably doing like a terrible job right now. But you guys are like, these are almost the exact same. This color, and this color. That was why I'd be repurchasing it. And you know I love stars, and this is just too cute not to keep. Well, too cute not to repurchase, I guess, right now. Next, we have another ColourPop palette, actually. I think this is the last ColourPop palette. No, just joking. We got one more. And it's the Mob and Up palette. Now, would I repurchase it if I were to lose it? This is a Target exclusive palette only. And I have decided to declutter it, actually. And with that being said, I just wouldn't repurchase it. I know. It is a really good palette, though. Don't get me wrong. The formula is everything, especially for it to be Target exclusive. And I really did enjoy this palette while I had it in my collection. I actually did use quite a bit of it. It may not look too loved, but it is loved for sure. You know, like I said, preferences change. It's unfortunate, but it happens to the best of us. So yeah, I would not repurchase her if I were to lose her, but she's still a very pretty palette. And I would actually highly recommend this palette. Now, I don't know if it's still true, but Ulta is deciding to discontinue their partnership with Target. So I don't think ColourPop will be in Target anymore, but I don't know for sure. Don't quote me on it. That would be sad, though, because I like to go to Target for ColourPop things. Because there are literally only Target exclusive things for ColourPop. So, hey. But yeah, I just decided that she's just not my thing anymore. Not my vibe. Even though she's beautiful and the formula, it's everything. Oh, you guys already know the answer to this one also, which I can't believe this is in the last episode. But as I said, you guys, these were all random, okay? All random. Didn't be biased at all. And we have the Natasha Denona Yucca palette. Say it with me, per usual. Would I repurchase it? Yes, your girl would definitely repurchase this palette if I were to lose her. Yes, this palette is everything. You guys know this was my favorite palette for a very, very long time. Unfortunately, some palettes I got recently kind of beat this palette. Never thought it was gonna happen, but it did. You guys know this is my color story. This is literally like my color story. I use the heck out of this palette. Still use this palette to this day, actually. And it's like, yeah, there's big dips and multiple shades. Y'all won't be able to see it. It's okay, though. This is, like, so awkward to hold. Okay, this is how we're gonna hold it now. I would repurchase her in a heartbeat. Now, I always do consider money when doing the series. You know, some palettes are expensive. This one's a little expensive. I will tell you that. Would I pay full price? Now, I think I paid half, though, when I did get it the first time, obviously. I don't know. Would I pay full price, though? Yeah, I would. I would pay full price for sure. And also, one of my friends, DW, Dub's Beauty Diary, Danielle, whatever, I did not know she did not have the Yucca palette. I think she was saying on, like, this group chat that she wanted the Yucca palette. If you don't have it, I'm sorry. I was gonna, like, maybe gift it to her, but I was like, no, why would I do that? I love the palette too much. I'm sorry, but I would repurchase it. I love this palette still. To the day, I still love the palette. Also, the outer packaging, you guys. Don't sleep on the outer packaging. This is beautiful as well. Mine's dirty. She's dirty. She's been well loved. She's been used and abused. So, yes. Okay, next palette is the Last Color Pop palette. I promise you guys. Yeah. Last Color Pop palette for the series. And it is the Stalwarts palette. Just literally just called the Stalwarts palette. The back's actually kind of cute, though. Oh, you guys. I just noticed. There's, like, texture on here. That's kind of cool. Then we have this picture. You guys, I've already told you. But I literally had a shirt, a puzzle, and a cup with this exact picture on it. Literally, the exact picture. This is what the color story looks like. Would I repurchase her if I were to lose her? You guys, this is like a 50-50 as well. I told you there was going to be 50-50s in every single episode, and this was one of them. I will tell you, though, these two shades were just duds. I did not enjoy them. Now, am I being biased because it's Stalwarts? Yes, I will tell you that. And ColourPop's pretty affordable. Oh, you guys, it's a 50-50. Yeah, it's a 50-50 for me. Can't believe it, but it's because it's Stalwarts, okay? I'm not trying to be biased here, but I do love to collect certain makeup items due to the franchise. Now, I do want to get something from the Lethal and Conjuring series collection. Collection. Just haven't yet. Don't know what I still want. Also, I finally watched the new Conjuring, The Last Riots, or Ritz, or whatever you say it. Very, very lovely movie. Also, while we're saying about some franchises, who's ready for the new Stranger Things? Because I am pumped to the what? What do you even say to that? I don't know. I'm just making up phrases now. Hey. So yes, I told my husband, I heard that it comes out at 5 p.m. EST on Wednesday. We will see if that actually happens, because I thought it was coming Thanksgiving, but hey, it is what it is. Told my husband not to bother me that day. Give me 4 hours, please. So yeah, we'll see if he listens. He's not a good listener, but it is okay. I still love him anyways. So yeah, I will be doing that. So please don't bother me. Anybody. Seriously, I'm not even joking. I will not be even on my phone whatsoever at all. I will be binge watching the first, I think, 5 episodes or 4 episodes. I can't remember right now on the top of my head. Back to back, okay? So don't bother me, because I will not answer for the next 4 hours. Kid you not. So yeah, I would... It's a 50-50 for me. Okay, next one we have the Little Rock Meraki palettes. You guys already know I would not repurchase this if I were to lose her. I don't use her very often. Now, is she still in my collection? Yes, because I come to realize these are all magnetic bands, and I want to rearrange her. I will put the shades that I will use the most at the top, and then the bottom will be the shades that I'm like, I don't really care about. The only reason why I keep this palette is because I do love the formula. Now, Lorac, I don't know what's going on with them. They have been absent for like a good 2 years. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. I tried checking their Instagram. Apparently, they don't actually have an Instagram. Check the website. Nothing actually seems to be really said that they had anything new or updated. I don't know. But yeah, I would not repurchase her. Sorry. Lorac is pretty expensive. But hey, maybe they are going to go out of brand and sell their things for dirt cheap, which would be awesome because I really want the forest tail palette, something like that. Or fairy tale palette. Whew. Even though that's all neutral, just with one green, I would still buy it if it's very reasonable price. But no, she's a no repurchase for me. As well as this one. It's from the Beauty Crop. It's the Dawn Gazing palette. I always say it wrong. I do like the palette. I don't know. I like the palette's formula for the most part, but the color story, just not something I vibe with anymore. And this pressed glitter, it's something else. Also, you guys, just want to update you guys. You know, yesterday I used a pressed glitter from the Huda Beauty palette, from the new Mood palette. I was going to let you guys know how that went with taking it off. Perfect. Did not have any problems. We did not pull that ColourPop shade. Whew, thank goodness. Yeah, I would not repurchase her. I was gifted this in the first place, which I'm very, very grateful for. Don't get me wrong. I did use it. I didn't fall in love with it, but, you know, it wasn't bad either. Just not my vibe. She's also was a declutter. Just as pressed glitter. It's not the best. Shimmers are very lackluster. Mattes are pretty decent. Just not something I vibe with. Though the outer packaging is kind of cute. Okay, I do have to say that the outer packaging is kind of cute. But would I repurchase it? No. Not for the outer packaging. Definitely. Okay, next one, we have the Hunter and the Prey palette from Blairdale MUA Cosmetics. He actually temporarily went ahead and is going to shut down his brand, but he is going to be back. He already said that. He'll be back, and while I repurchase this palette, you can't get it, but as I said, you can always get palettes from somewhere. Someone's selling it on something. Now, would I repurchase this palette if I were to lose it? Yes. Absolutely, you bet 100% I would. I love this palette so much. I use and abuse this palette. We have 2 pans actually in shimmers. I use the mattes quite a bit. Now this red I don't use because I'm not much of a red fan. I still can't get into reds, even though you guys said reds look beautiful on me. I just still can't do it. I don't think it looks good on me. So yeah, but you guys, the formula of this, whew, don't sleep on, even though you can't get it. This was his first makeup product he ever came out with the brand. First eyeshadow, and let me tell you, he knocked it out of the park with this. It's pigmented, it's blendable, it's everything. Literally everything. So yeah, I would definitely repurchase this if I were to lose it. I don't know. Yeah, I definitely will. I'm just looking at the back because I've never looked at the back actually. Okay, designed in Canada. Is he from Canada? That'd be awesome. I'm kind of like by the border of Canada. I live like 15 minutes away. Just seeing the ingredients as well. Yeah. Vegan, cruelty-free. Yeah. Recyclable for the packaging. I like the packaging. Now, did I, destroy the packaging? Yeah, I did because your girl's rough. But definite repurchase for me if I were to lose it. Okay, you guys, we are coming down to the last 3 palettes of this series. But as I said, we're going to do a full video, so stay tuned for that. Also, I do apologize if these videos are back to back. I just want to get the series done, not because I don't like filming these, trust me, I do. It's just I have so much ideas up my sleeve for content. Like when your girl took a little bit of a mental health break, she literally wrote down like 20 ideas on her YouTube videos ideas list. So I kind of want to get those moving and grooving. So yeah, that's why. So I do apologize if it does bother you if videos are back to back with the kind of same vibe. But I actually don't mind that in some way. I like to binge watch series and episodes. Mostly gaming, though. Makeup, it's alright. But you guys, we're gonna have the Smith & Switzerland from BH Cosmetics. Would I purchase her if I were to lose it? I would have to say no. Yes. Oh my goodness. Palettes are falling everywhere. I would have to say a no, unfortunately. As much as I really do love the palette, I did declutter her. She kind of was lost for a whole year, collected dust. I do feel bad. I brought her out and I went ahead and used it. And if I call my palettes hers, I do apologize. That's like really bad on my part. I do apologize. It's just a habit I have. But I wouldn't repurchase it. Nah, I don't need to. Formula is fine. It really is. It's the nice BH quality. BH did go under like 3 years ago, I think. Bought out by Makeup Revolution. They really haven't been active since. So we don't know what's going to go on. But Makeup Revolution itself is in the dumps. So who knows at that point. Yeah, I just wouldn't repurchase it. I'm sorry. I apologize to the palette that was literally shoved in a drawer for a whole year. Collecting the biggest dust ever. Could make a dust bunny with it. Yeah, I'm sorry. But it's a no. No repurchase for me. Okay, so the last two palettes are Nomad palettes. Actually, funny enough, these are both the only Nomad palettes I got in PR. Funny. But that will not make me not tell you guys my final, like, my honest thoughts, which you guys know. Okay, so we're going to start out with the newest one. It's the Chris Kendall Market palette from Nomad. Now, would I repurchase her if I did buy it, and would I repurchase her if I lost her? So you guys know I love Nomad, okay? Unfortunately, you guys, this is like, what the heck is happening here? You guys know I did not vibe with this palette. Actually, a lot of people on my Instagram, because I like said my final thoughts and my honest review, and everybody said I got a dud. Because everybody was like, the mattes are perfect. Like, this is blendable, I just had blended to nothing, blended to nothing, blended to nothing. Perfectly fine. These were okay. The shimmers are where it's at, though. I just was not vibing with the mattes, and people said I think I got a dud. Which is okay. I am not complaining. I got this in PR, so I'm more than grateful for that to start with. Although this shimmer right here would be the only reason why I would keep this palette. Because this shimmer, holy crap. You guys, that shimmer is literally everything. But would I repurchase her if I were to lose her? I would have to say no. You guys were not seeing that coming. But maybe you were. Who knows at this point? Yeah, I just couldn't vibe with the palette. I think I got a dud, and it's okay. I am not mad. I really am not mad at all. Because this shimmer, I will be always keeping this palette due to that shimmer right there. Actually, all the shimmers, though, are magnificent. That's where the palette really is at, is just the shimmers. But yeah, I just wouldn't repurchase it. I hate to say that because I love Nomad. Nomad's my favorite indie brand, as well as Gourmande Girls and Ladybug Glow. It just, it happens to the best of us, okay? Happens to the best of us. Although the packaging, y'all, look at the packaging. It's everything. They really outdo it with their packaging, so yes. But the last palette of the series, try not to cry, okay, you guys? So Nomad Polar Express palette. As I said, I got this in PR last year. This was this year's PR. Now, would I repurchase her if I were to lose her? Yes, absolutely. You guys know I love this palette so much. She's neutral, but you guys know I've been into neutrals, but she does have beautiful blues. This duochrome right here, though, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Probably not. I'm going to try to show you in the mirror without, like, showing you my absolutely disastrous, messy room. It is really beautiful. Okay, I repurchase her. This gold also. You guys know I'm a sucker for a good gold. Yep, definite repurchase if I were to lose her. And the outer packaging is also very cute. I actually do have the outer carton to this. I don't usually keep outer cartons, but I do have the outer cartons for my Stranger Things, this one, and, well, I did have the outer carton to this one, but I destroyed it trying to open the advent calendar part. I'm not surprised, though, because I am known to destroy things easily. But, you guys, this is the last episode. So sad, but it's okay. You know, all good things must come to an end, as I said with the Stranger Things thing. But you guys, I hope you enjoyed in the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I don't know if I'll be back with a lot more makeup and beauty content. Who knows at this point? I don't know. what's going on. You know, also, when I say who knows, I always have that who knew stuck in my head from the Walmart thing. That's getting absolutely crazily annoying now. Don't like it. Don't know why Walmart decided to do that. But I'm not surprised because it's Walmart. I did actually work at Walmart for a year and 3 months during my senior year of high school. It was torture. Hated every single second of it. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do to make money. So, yes. But you guys, till then, you guys stay beautiful, stay healthy, stay safe. Thank you so much for watching. Also, before I forget, please don't leave. Don't leave yet, okay? Don't leave. I do have a membership. And someone did join, and if you don't join, that is totally okay. You do have to spend some money, but you do get amazing perks. I will set up a group chat to all the members that I do get. You will be added to a group chat, and you guys get to decide what video you want me to do for members only. Literally, any content you want me to do, I will do it for you within, you know, my limits. So if you want me to do like a full face of, I don't know, a full face of blue makeup, but literally like everything blue, like highlighter, blush, eyeshadow, freaking foundation. If you want me to do blue foundation, I'll totally do that for you guys. Anything fun, I will be doing that. But we do actually have a member. It's Evane. Oh my goodness, you guys, I literally have the worst time knowing names. Okay, so I will actually pop her up, give her little shout outs, because I am that kind of person. I don't usually edit, but I will try to remember. And if I don't pop you out, I do apologize. I try to edit not as much, but yes. So I do thank her for joining. And if you want to join, you totally can. Totally up to you also. But you guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be back. Bye.